And your Awwaisms for June 2011 are if the picture appears to be frozen, smack the side of your computer or your DVD player. Get your box of nothing today. Oh, and check out the new Fiddle With It. Purchase the new Fiddle With It today. What's that thing you got there? Why, it's my Fiddle With It. What? It's my Fiddle With It. What's it good for? It's the new toy that flips and pops and spins and doesn't do anything at all. I'm gonna get me one of those. You just fiddle with it. Brought to you by those fine people who bought you a box of nothing. What you got there? Box of nothing. Well, what's it do? Nothing. What's in it? Nothing. What's it for? Tank for nothing. What do you do with it? Nothing. That's what it's good for, 'cause it's good for nothing. Huh? Why, it's my box of nothing. But what's it do? Nothing. That's why it's fun, 'cause it ain't good for nothing. Oh, I'm gonna get me one of those. Get your box of nothing today and try the new Fiddle With It while you're at it. Why is it when a soft drink warms up to room temperature, it tastes tepid? But when coffee cools down to room temperature, it tastes cool. He who shouts the loudest generally has the least to say. He who shouts fears that his words have no impact. Maybe the light's not moving at the speed of light. Maybe it's moving at the speed of time. If that van is Moroccan, don't go a-knockin'. No way. Did you ever think that Frankenstein was all electric, thus making him one of the first green monsters? Martians are green, so they must not be dependent on them fossil fuels. Wonder what they run on. And we know why zombies are green. They run on that renewable fuel source, brains. And although the creature from the Black Lagoon is green, one might speculate that the Black Lagoon's got a bit of oil in it. I'm not paranoid, and you better stop saying that I am, or I'm gonna know you're one of them. I'm bonded. James bonded. Who is it? This is Officer Bob Napanooty. What you want? Are you Robert Johnson? Why, yes. Yes, I am. No, you're not. You're Bill Tidwilly. Robert Johnson's just the identity that you stole. You're coming along with us. We're the identity thieves repo men. Call the identity thieves repo men anytime your identity has been stolen. We're the people who repossess your identity. Be protected. Call the identity thieves repo men. Do what I do, not what I say. Hey, wait a minute. If that van is Moroccan, don't go a-knockin'. What about the iron poor, tired poor? They don't let me carry a gun if I give rights to people. That's why I can't give you a ride. I need to train my memory to roll over and fetch. It's a scientific fact that at some point back in the early eons of evolution, that the beaver and the duck must have mated. How else could you come up with a duck-billed platypus? What do you believe, Mr. Pelican? It's simple, me boy. I believe in the motherhood of man. Our terms are not of endearment. There is no I in team. But then, there is no you either. Open up! Open up in the name of the law! Ma'am. If they say the first for the first day of the month, why don't they say the last for the last day of the month? If athletes were paid by the hour, no one would be going for the record. It's not people's instincts that bother me. It's their outstinks. No, I can't. I'll get in trouble. I can't do it. But some people are going to get offended. Have you got a hole in your head? You don't? Then how do you breathe? That reminds me of the little boy who clicked on cleanyourroom.mom. If I'd have been a little bit older during the Vietnam War, I'd probably be speaking Canadian right now. My new password is hello, help desk. If we could keep all these complicated passwords in our brain, we wouldn't need the computers. Is inundated the opposite of inundated? Are you tired of eating ass sandwiches? If that van is Moroccan, don't go a-knockin'. What did men who lived in New England wear over their naughty bits? Cape Cod pieces. Default is your own. Jerome. It's your own default. Jerome. Objects viewed in the mirror are not actually in the mirror. Honey, I shrunk the hemorrhoids. I'm advising all investors to put their money in a big fluffy pillowcase. All right. Are you tired of eating ass sandwiches? If that van is Moroccan, don't go a-knocking. Does a tree shit in the woods? If a bear shit in the woods and there's nobody there, is there any sound? I can't see the trees for the bears shitting in the woods. The Republican Party is in its death throes. It's like Barack in 2001, A Space Odyssey. Stop, Barack, stop. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's going away. I can feel it. Stop, Barack. Michelle, give me your answer, do. I'm half crazy over the love of you. Let's put conservation back on the conservatives' agenda. Everything can't be miraculous all the time. Otherwise, it'd just be ordinary. I say there, your fish are smelly. They smell fishy. Your fish smell fishy. They're supposed to smell like fish. They are fish. Wouldn't you think it would be fishy if fish didn't smell like fish? Well, that's just another one of them Bourbon legends. I want to go to that store Bid's Bath and Bourbon. What all this talk about bourbon renewal? I could use another class. Gravy. It's the meat-flavored drink. Got gravy? The sign they should have on those little rear view mirrors is objects in the mirror are not really in the mirror. I don't like your attitude. No matter who writes history, it's going to be wrong. Tell you what my golden parachute is. My golden parachute is a rock. If you chase two rabbits, both will escape. But if you chase one rabbit and it escapes, don't hesitate to chase that other rabbit. And if you're chasing one rabbit and the other rabbit escapes, don't let the one you're chasing escape too. I'm advising all investors to put their money in a big fluffy pillowcase. Will the inhumanity to humans become worse than animals' animosity to animals? When you play a game of catch, who's the winner? Costume change. Why not videotape surgeries and operations? You could detect when something was the matter by looking back later and finding out. Could be more the situation than the doctor noticed. Could be the doctor made a mistake, or a nurse or some aide who was there. Could be that the patient just would like to see the pretty colors. Well, that's kind of weird. But everyone else is being videotaped, so why shouldn't doctors and surgeries be videotaped? Would certainly settle a lot of disputes, and it would tend to keep people a little more honest. It's just the way we're going. It's the way technology is going. If you videotape everything else, then you may as well videotape one of the most important moments of your life. Support the videotaping of surgical procedures and operations. Your life may depend on it. A system will always become corrupt. As soon as failure becomes a criteria for measuring. Let's start over. A system will always become corrupt as soon as failure becomes a criteria for which one is measured. I love you, you love me, we're a happy family. Barney gone wild.
Throw me some beads over here.
When lies can change the truth becomes a lie. At some point, those TV producers realized the problem with reality TV is that most people don't want real reality. Are you tired of eating ass sandwiches? If that van is Moroccan, don't go a knocking. Simple, my boy. I believe in the motherhood of man. If you don't laugh at yourself, you won't know why everyone else is laughing.